Oh, hello there. Welcome back to another song share. This one is another relatively new song. You probably know, if you're watching this, that I'm an Episcopal priest. I have a love-hate relationship with Christian music. I love hymns. I love things like that. I love really well-written Christian songs. I learned guitar and was raised on camp music, but there's a lot of really bad Christian music out there. I'm just going to say that. And I don't particularly like a lot of praise stuff. I'm sorry. I don't. So as I write, my music, while it comes from the perspective of someone who claims to be Christian, I don't really like to label my music as Christian because there's a lot of baggage that comes with that, I think. My goal in these songs are not necessarily to convert people, or my goals really aren't to, they're not always praise songs, like praising God kind of songs. So I don't really call them that. But every once in a while, I have a song that comes out of a sermon that I've written, and this is one of those. So this is called Prodigal One. And I have to admit, it took me a long time to figure out what the word prodigal actually meant. I used to think that word just meant wayward or lost. Because this, of course, comes from that story, which to me is the heart of what Christianity is about. And that story about a really loving father and a couple of sons who get things wrong. And but the focal point of that parable that Jesus says is really about the fact that the father is so gracious and loving and not punitive. So the word prodigal actually means wasteful and extravagant. And certainly the prodigal son is wasteful with the inheritance that he's been given. But here's the switch that Jesus does in that story, is that as wasteful as that guy is with all of the inheritance that he's been given, the father is even much more prodigal in the way that he gives grace and love to this young man who is lost. So that is the heart of that. As I read that story, I also see myself reflected in it as the son who is the one who goes off, and the son who stays home. I see myself in all those places. And I want to be more like the Father, who is full of mercy and full of grace. That parable is my favorite parable in the Gospels. And this is, I wrote this back in March of 2022 after I had written a sermon about the prodigal son and what prodigal really means. And now I see that parable in a different way. And now that I know what that word prodigal actually means, it means a lot more. So this is called Prodigal Son, or as my kids like to call this song, Crash and Burn. Prodigal one, I thought I was the favored son, demanding what's mine when he's dead and gone. Instant gratification, took it all and started to run. Made fast friends with everyone, prodigal one. Prodigal one, burned every bridge, left with no one, staring at the hollow end of the gun. Pain in my chest weighs a goddamn ton. Guess I'll go back, admit to what I've done. Work to the bone, out in the sun. Never reclaim the moniker son. 'Cause I am the prodigal. On my brow, oh no, what have I done? I'm circling the drain. Another prodigal one, round in the corner. I see you running. I bet you've got a speech, but I see you crying. Your arms are open. You wrap me up in each. Thought I was the prodigal one, wasting my gifts just for fun. Gobbled it down to the very last crumb. Didn't leave anything for anyone. Prodigal one, extravagant, wasteful love, infinite compassion for everyone who tries to run. You are the prodigal one. You are the prodigal one. God is always more infinitely loving than we can ever imagine. Don't forget that. See ya. Be sure to comment if you want to. Thanks. Bye.